Good morning. We're speaking with Ben Molina, who's running for District 2. Ben, why did you decide to run, or what made you decide to run?
You know, I've always wanted to serve our community. I've got years of service, not just previously as a three-term council member, but even before that, being involved with Habitat for Humanity, Boys and Girls Club right now, and other organizations. Serving the community is a part of who I am. And for me, running for city council, that's a way to effectively serve the community on a much larger scale, more efficiently. During my previous service, we were able to accomplish a lot. We were able to rebuild landmarks like Cole Park Pier, reinvest in our parks, and because of my ability to build consensus, we were able to secure over $160 million of infrastructure improvements to our main roads and stormwater drainage. And there's a lot more work to be done. I built up a lot of momentum when I was there, and I'm ready to catch that momentum again and keep pushing.
It sounds like you've had some legislative success, as it were, in the past. What are some of the issues you see facing your district now or in the future, and how do you intend to address those issues or face those challenges?
There's several issues. One of the things that's really is an issue right now for District 2, and by the way, District 2 is the middle of town on the bay side of the freeway, roughly, is we have an increased stray population of animals. And during my service there, I had worked closely with the Animal Care Services Department to make improvements in that area, and we did. We did see a decrease in strays while I was there. But the focus has been shifted off animal control. And so that's something that I want to refocus back on, reinvesting into our animal control services department to reduce the stray population. And one of the things I did while I was there was create the animal care foster program, which helped led to the rehoming of many of our animals, which increased the live release rate. So that is an important issue that affects District 2. Of course, priority is always going to be our infrastructure. Like I mentioned, we were able to secure millions in funding for street improvements and infrastructure improvements, but there's so much more to be done. District 2 is an older part of the city, and it's important that we have a strong voice that advocates for funding for the needs in our district.
Is there anything else you'd like to add, or that you've been thinking about as you've decided to run for District 2?
My service as a city council member has been marked by my ability to be accessible and be approachable and be responsive. Those are traits that are very dear to me, and it's something that I believe that as a council member, as an elected official, you need those traits. You need to be able to be accessible and be approachable, because you need to know what's going on in the community. As an elected official, if you don't know what's going on in the community, how can you serve? How can you make improvements? And so that's important to me, being responsive. So active listening is something that I do. And it's one thing to not just listen to issues, but you also need to take action. And with my experience on the council, you can go back and see the initiatives that I have led. It's about being able to take in information, listen to opposing views, and then find a way to meet the needs of the community. We have such a divided council right now. It's detrimental to our community. And so again, my ability to build consensus, every one of those initiatives that I have led before, they were all voted on unanimously in favor. And that was because I had been able to build relationships with my colleagues. We may not agree on everything, but on the important issues that affect District 2, we always voted in favor of those things. So I'm looking forward to serving the community again. In my time away, I've I'm serving on the board for the United Chamber of Commerce, United Corpus Christi Chamber of Commerce, and the Downtown Management District. So I've continued to serve. And in those areas, again, going back to serving segments of the population, right? In the Chamber of Commerce, we try to foster an environment where small businesses can grow and thrive. And then in the Downtown Management District, where I serve on the board of directors there, of course, we want to move initiatives forward that lead to revitalization and reinvestment into our downtown area. And so we're seeing that. We're seeing improvements there. And so that same capability that I serve with in those other capacities, I want to bring it back to City Council. Economic development is important to me. Infrastructure is important to me. Water security is important to me. And so we want to make sure that we work together and move forward.
Thank you so much.